I'm Chris Thomas. Here's a look at what's happening today. For the third time in 1 week, PG&E has shut off power to hundreds of thousands of people. Some people did not even get their power back before this round of shutoffs. This one will affect nearly 600,000 customers, or about 1.5 million people. Outage in the Sierra foothills began at 5 a.m. Tonight at 9 p.m., planned outages will begin along the coast. Former Governor Jerry Brown testified before Congress today against the Trump administration's plans to roll back emissions standards, and car companies like General Motors, Chrysler, and Toyota are joining the government in having more lenient standards. Many states follow California's lead in the stricter standards, as well as a handful of car companies. So this battle has turned into states' rights versus federal rights, and the ruling could be determined by the Supreme Court. Another arrest made in connection to the shooting death of El Dorado County Deputy Brian Ishmael. Jorge Lamas appeared in court just hours ago. Investigators say Lamas made a 911 call about thieves at a marijuana ranch he was supervising who started shooting. He was arrested when he would not give the location of the ranch. The call was made just 5 hours after Deputy Ishmael was killed at a marijuana garden in the same area. We do not know if the two incidents are connected, but the federal complaint is alleging they are. A public funeral service for Deputy Ishmael has been scheduled for Tuesday, November 5th at 10 a.m. at Bayside Church in Roseville. Now let's get a check of weather conditions with meteorologist Monica Woods.
Well, Chris, you were mentioning those power shutoffs, and here's the reason why. Red flag warning still in effect through Wednesday for much of the northern part of the state. Fuel is still very dry, gusts up to, in some places, 60 miles per hour. In addition to that, wind advisory in place. That will continue for many areas, as you can see here, shaded in yellow, with the potential for more power outages, not because of the shutoffs, because of falling trees and branches. So just be prepared. Even if you aren't in the planned outages, there's potential for more power outages. Now, the biggest focus areas that we're still looking at is going to be in the foothills, as well as over towards the Coastal Valley area, and that will happen as we head through the evening. In particular, between about 9 p.m. and early tomorrow morning, that's when we're going to see some of the strongest winds and the biggest potential for new fire starts, as well as power outages. Everything quiets down pretty quickly tomorrow afternoon, but in addition to that, we also had some cold air moving in. This is the result of this weather pattern that is also bringing us the gusty winds. But this morning, we started off in the 30s and 40s, and look at this. We're going to head out of the 60s from today, right back into the 30s for the valley tonight. 40s for much of the foothills, where we have many of those power outages, but in some places, even towards wine country and the Coastal Valley area, we'll be dropping into the 30s for tonight. All right, tomorrow afternoon, we're going to expect highs in the upper 60s to right around the low 70s throughout the valley, and the foothills will be in the 40s for the Sierra. And of course, after that, we get into our Halloween forecast. It's going to be chilly, 50s for the valleys, 40s for the foothills, and in the Sierra will be in the 30s. Moving on to that 10-day planner, the weekend looks great here. Lighter winds, highs will be fairly mild for this time of year, mid 70s, and we're going to take that all the way through next week as well. Now you're all caught up on what's happening today.